US President Donald Trump has toned down his claims on Greenland. A deal seems to be taking shape. The aim is to satisfy US demands and European concerns. On his way back from Davos, Trump made a bold claim about the deal. He boasted, "We can do anything we want." He declared that at the end of the process, the US can have as many bases and all the equipment that it wants.
Really a negotiation, but it's infinity. A time will have infinity, meaning there is no time limit. It's forever. So, you hear about 99 years, 50 years. It's forever. That was discussed. We can do anything we want. We can do military. We can do anything we want. And it's being negotiated, and we'll see what happens. I think it'll be good.
Not much is known about the details of the deal. Trump also wants to include Greenland in his Golden Dome anti-missile system. Sources say the US and Denmark could renegotiate a 1951 defense pact on Greenland. It also entails stationing of US missiles and mining rights aimed at keeping Chinese interests out and a bolstered NATO presence. As Trump took off for the US, European leaders huddled for summit talks in Davos. European Council Chief Antonio Costa vowed the bloc will continue to stand up for its interests and defend itself against any form of coercion. French President Emmanuel Macron insisted a push to unleash the European Union's trade arsenal against the United States played a part and said Europe remains extremely vigilant.
We have returned to a situation that seems much more acceptable to me, even though we remain vigilant. The conclusion to be drawn is that when Europe reacts in a united manner, using the instruments at its disposal, when it is under threat, it can command respect. And that is a very good thing.
Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen said the matter of Denmark's sovereignty was off the table, but Copenhagen was open to discussing the pact with the United States.
You're asking about red lines. We have them. Of course, I think it's clear for everybody that we are a sovereign state and we cannot negotiate about that because it's a part of the very basic democratic values. But of course we can discuss with the US how we can strengthen our common cooperation on security in the Arctic region. When Europe is not divided, when we stand together, and when we are clear and strong, also in our willingness to stand up for ourselves, then the results will show.
Greenland's Prime Minister Jan Fredrik Nelson said he did not know what had been agreed with Trump, but said he wanted to continue a peaceful dialogue. WION's assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddharth Sibal, reports from Davos with further insights into President Trump's proposed framework for a Greenland deal. Take a look.
It remains bitter cold here and snowy all across, but the geopolitical heat is clearly the big story. Donald Trump was here for 2 days and his every move was watched, whether it is the address at the World Economic Forum, whether it is his meetings, the bilateral meetings, or whether he chairing the Board of Peace for Gaza. Now we know that Donald Trump was restating his claim on Greenland, but that changed here. He has said that a deal has happened, the details of which are awaited. But clearly, for the European leadership, this is a sigh of relief. For them, it was very anxious moments as Donald Trump repeated his claims. But it looks like it is only a short breather before Donald Trump again strikes back. And that, of course, is impacting the transatlantic relationship formed after World War II. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddharth Sibal for WION in front of the US House in Davos, Switzerland.